Rosemary, it's lovely to have you with me today because you're one of my inspirations, one of my inspirators, because you just make things happen and that you're always in the zone. This is what I feel success is about. You're always doing what you do best and getting what you need to do done. Had so much in your life. You've done so much on the island. Let's start with the tennis club.
Oh, well, yes. Well, we only have one tennis club or one tennis court on the island, and a little group of us got together and we collected all the money and decided to form a new tennis club. And we were very lucky. We had a great team of people. I mean, even the hedge we planted ourselves right round the courts, and we've ended up with 5 lovely tennis courts. And now, if we get sand on it, I've managed to acquire a thing called an electric broom, which cleans the courts off and saves thousands of pounds. And it keeps our chaps really fit, having to work it every week. So very good for them.
And that's 25 years ago
It was 25 years ago, that's right. And I've still got pictures of us opening the courts, and we've got the same chairman, but he's just decided to hand over. So we didn't want to lose him, so we've made him president. How about that?
Oh, that's brilliant. And even on a day-to-day basis, all kinds of extraordinary things happen to you, don't they? You were telling me about people that you've met today. You've never met them before, and
No, we've got a concert, a whole weekend of wonderful music. It's mostly a lot of jazz, but also classical music. And I met this lovely coloured pair, and we were talking. I gather that it was their daughter. She came second in I think it's the young pupils of the year, or young students of the year, or something like that. And she was on the radio and television as well. And anyway, they were just so delightful. And they said, "Are you coming?" And I said, "Well, they've run out of tickets." "Oh, don't worry about that," says the father. He said, "You can come in as our guest." So how about that? Well, I said, "I'll definitely come then."
so you always make things happen, and you've been fundraising for many years for a swimming pool on the island, because
Yes.
although we're surrounded by sea, we don't have a swimming pool where children and old people can swim and learn to swim. And this is a really exciting project, and you've raised a huge amount of money for it.
Well, Jane, you did as well. I think I think the whole island, not initially the whole island. There were always people who were a few who said, "Oh, you can't afford to run it," but we've actually got it now in the school grounds, and we've going to have a lovely little gym there as well.
But you're wonderful at raising money, aren't you? How do you do it, Rosemary?
I just go around and tap people on the shoulder, and and hope it's their lucky day that they just either sold a house for a couple of million, or granny's left them a fortune. And I feel I almost get a vibration. Go and tackle them now, and it's amazing. It does work on the whole.
But 2 years ago, things were very different, weren't they, Rosemary, when you had your accident?
Yes, that was at the church fete. That was a fate worse than death. There was some poor old lady. She shouldn't have been there anyway, but unfortunately she was in an automatic car. Her son saw her. He said, "Get out, Mum, we'll have to move the car away, you see, from the gates." And she started to get out and forgot to put it into neutral, or whatever one does. And the car shot forward, took the chap at the gate who was doing the collection, hit me, but there was a good side to that, because he'd have hit about half a dozen kids who were all naturally round the ice cream van. And I think she swerved and just took the few of us who were sort of on the edge, as it were.
But as you were lying on the ground, instead of worrying about what might have happened to you with a smashed arm, you were actually sending messages to say that you wouldn't be on a tennis trip the next day.
Well, that's right. We were taking a group of kids, our tennis kids, across to France. And I was really looking forward to it, but I had to send a message to our chief coach, who doesn't travel very well on the little boats, but I had to tell him that I was really sorry, but I couldn't make it in the morning to take the children.
You were lying in pieces on the ground.
That's right.
But, of course, Rosemary's come back fighting.
Yes, well, I think one has to. I think you've got to be very positive about it. And in fact, there were some very, very funny sides. And I must say, Jane, you were wonderful. You were such a comfort and you know, and help at all times.
Well, thank you, Rosemary. But it's this indomitable spirit that you have that has pulled you through, and not only pulled you through, but taking you up to further heights with all the things that you do.
Well, I'm just hoping that the swimming pool is going to go really well. And if anyone's listening to this, please, we need more money. We're always going to need more money. So to do all the things we want to do for the elderly, so, you know, lovely sort of aerobic swimming and quite a lot of expensive equipment. And of course the children are going to be able to use it the whole year. Everyone on the island will be able to. And I think we've got a lot of people who want to swim.
As you can see, Rosemary never misses an opportunity to get what she needs, what she thinks is necessary. So thank you so much for doing this, Rosemary.
Oh, thank you, Jane.